The Smith County Sheriff's Office is taking new steps to protect the community after a weekend pasture party, often known as a trail ride, ended with 5 people being shot.
KETK's Madison Herbert was at the press conference earlier this day and tells us what's new in this investigation. Madison.
Neil, Casey, 4 of the victims are back at home, and the victim who was shot in the face remains in the hospital this evening in critical but stable condition. Smith County law enforcement says they want to make sure this never happens again.
We will utilize every available tool to us in order to maintain the safety and security of the attendees as well as the public at large.
Sheriff Larry Smith promising to enforce rules that will hold trail ride organizers accountable.
There are numerous concerns and rules and regulations that must be adhered to in order to safely organize and operate large gatherings such as those seen in the trail rides.
He, along with other law enforcement, reminding people permits must be attained to hold mass gathering events in Smith County.
And it doesn't matter what the time is. You are required, if you have horse racing and more than 100 people, to have a mass gathering permit.
Constable Josh Joplin says many of these events happened without law enforcement being informed ahead of time.
Until the public started notifying us about cars in the roadways, things like that, noise complaints. That's usually how we get a hold of these type of calls.
Adding that vehicles like ATVs cannot be on public roads or they will be towed.
There's just a lot of events going on these pieces of property in one night with a large amount of people, and in order to have that amount of people, you have to have the resources, the staff, and the structure to be able to have that.
Law enforcement also stresses that owners of horses who participate in these public events must test their animals for diseases that could pose a danger to the general public.
Constable Joplin and his office will be responsible for ensuring these tests have been completed prior to the trail rides.
Officials add that they do not want to get rid of trail rides, but for the events to be safe and legal for all to enjoy.
We don't want to make it hard on the ones that want to get out there and do it lawfully. But what we will do, and I think we're all dedicated to the point we'll do it, we're not going to give up.
We also learned that a property owner did accept money to help host last weekend's trail ride event. In studio, Madison Herbert, KETK News.